Hello everyone, this is Cheval, and in this Halloween, I've decided that I wanted to make a spooky character model. And so after sketching up some concepts, the one that I liked the most was this pumpkin man. He's giving out candy, but he's also hiding a knife behind his back. After a rough sketch, I drew him in a relaxed A pose so I can use it as reference for the base model. And so that I had a rough idea of what I wanted to make, I've also added some color. And you'll see that the colors will change a bit, but it ended up giving me a reference that was very helpful. After that, I took the image inside Maya and I've modeled a base mesh so I can sculpt the model more easily. I then took it to Blender and I've started sculpting. But thing is, I haven't sculpted in some time, and so I was a bit rusty. And also in the middle of working on my first attempt, I've lost the progress. And in my second attempt, I've really decided that I wasn't ready yet to sculpt, and so I took a break from it, and I drew some face studies. And after that, it helped me sculpt a little better, but yeah, it's too realistic, the style doesn't fit at all. And so I decided that before doing the character I should make some cartoony studies, as I wasn't too familiar with the style. And so in the first study, the head was looking a bit more cartoony, but in the second one, I believe I hit the style a lot better. And here you can see the difference. I started out really realistic and I was now a lot more confident in the cartoony style that I was looking for. And now, I've loaded the base model once again and I've started working away. And I've started with the head. This is the finalized head. And I was starting to nail the cartoony look I was going for. After that I did the shirt. And then the pants. And then the shoes. And then the arms and the rest of the parts of the character. This is the final look of the sculpt. I was really happy. I also added some details. And after that, it was time to retopologize. I took the highly detailed sculpt and turned it into a less detailed mesh so I can work better with it. I've started with the head, here's the final mesh. And then the teeth. And after that, the stem. And then the eyebrows. And then the shirt and the pants. And after some grinding, here I had the complete model, all retopologized. A lot less detail, so it was easy to work with it. And after that, I've unwrapped the UVs and I was ready to work on Substance Painter. And so I've imported the model, but it was pink. And after searching on the internet, and it was either an outdated shader or my computer wasn't powerful enough to run Substance Painter. And so it was pretty obvious that my 10-year-old computer wasn't powerful enough to run Substance Painter. And so I've decided that I was going to make this old school. I was going to bake the maps using XNormal, and then I was going to paint the textures by hand on Photoshop. I actually ended up finding this really nice. And here I was adding some detail that I should have put on the sculpt itself, but I think the hand painted look of the textures actually ended up looking very nice. Also, to help me add that grimy look, I've downloaded some textures and put them over the painting. And after the head was done, I started painting the body. Similarly to the head, I also added some more details to the body. And then, I've imported the model and all the textures into Sketchfab. And this is the result. I really like how the textures came out, but the character isn't done yet. Because now, we need to make the props. We need to make the knife, and we need to make the candy. Starting off with the knife, I've modeled it and then wrapped it. And then, onto the candy. I've used the same technique on the props, and I've also decided to make different metallic and roughness maps. And after importing them to Sketchfab, this is the result of both the character and the props. And now come the finishing touches. I've added the skeleton to the character and used it to pose the character using the concept art as reference. And after doing this, I actually ended up breaking the head UV unwrap somehow. And you can see it here on Sketchfab. But I quickly made the workaround, and now the head is textured and I'm ready to work on the lighting and the render itself. I really hope you enjoyed. It ended up being a lot more work than I thought it would be, but I have to say it was worth it. The character is really cool, and I hope you have a happy Halloween.
Ha ha ha.